We sat down 4 guys who have teams in the NCAA tournament. We're going to ask them about this year's March Madness and the chances for their squads and their former schools. As luck would have it, all 4 of these guys' teams are in the exact same bracket, which makes it a heck of a lot more interesting. We will go with Roni Turioff to begin here. The Gonzaga team was over at your house for dinner, so obviously you're paying a little attention to them. Is Gonzaga, the Zags, going to be any good this year in the tournament?
I hope so. Hopefully they're going to have a long way to go, and they have tough teams that they have to go through, so we see what happens.
Tough team. They start with Akron. How tough could that be?
I mean, you never know. Akron is a pretty good team that plays really hard. I watched a couple games of them, and the guys see a couple DVDs, so it should be a good game.
Anthony, you even know where Akron is?
No, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, exactly. Now, LSU, you could still be playing for LSU. You ever think about that? You didn't play in the tournament last year. You going to be watching March Madness and rooting on the Bayou Bengals or not?
Well, of course I am. We're going to beat North Carolina, then Gonzaga.
Okay, that's not going to happen either, is it? I mean, LSU, the SEC was down this year. They're no good, are they?
That's all right. We're going to see what happens.
All right, now
they play pretty physical. I think they're going to give a hell of a game to North Carolina.
Now, I would imagine if Gonzaga starts to win, I see Turioff's energy. He'll be the loudest guy on the bus.
He might. Nah. We'll see.
Nah. The silent assassin's going to be Brandon Wright, though. I mean, North Carolina's going to be good. They're #1 seed. Where's Radford? Do you even know?
Nah, man, I don't see us having too much trouble until we get to Oklahoma. You know, look at LSU. They won the SEC, that 8 seed. You know, I mean, we might have a little trouble with Gonzaga. We played them a couple years ago when I was there, but other than that, I think Blake Griffin and Tyler Hansbrough are gonna have a good little match in the Elite 8.
All right. So now you made the Elite 8 when you played, but you could still be at North Carolina right now. So, are you texting any guys that you still know?
Oh yeah, we've been checking up on each other. But they're gonna make a good run this year. It's either all or nothing. They made it to the Elite 8 my year and Final Four last year, and if they don't win it all this year, it's considered a failure.
All right, so Jamal Crawford rounded it out in the Southern bracket. The Wolverines are there, too.
We're here. We have the lowest seed out of the 4 teams that are here, but I think we could surprise Clemson a little bit. And we've got some big wins this year. UCLA, we've gotten Duke, so I think it's just about getting high at the right time.
All right, so you could be an analyst already. You're already watching. You got the quality wins down. The first-round matchup.
Yeah,
but you would see Blake Griffin if you win that first round. You're more than likely going to get Oklahoma early.
Yeah, that's a tough game. Griffin's been playing great all year. He's a monster. He's more athletic than I even thought. But, it takes more than one guy to beat a team, especially at the tournament.
I mean, he sounds like Billy Packer. It's unbelievable. You travel with an NBA team. Are guys filling out brackets? Is there any money exchange? Are there some bragging rights here? I mean, is it talked about?
It's definitely talked about. This is a time that everybody's excited and we're ready to see what happens.
Would we ever hear Brandon Wright raise his voice if North Carolina wins?
I think he'll just walk away, hands up in the air, trying to look cool. That's his thing, looking real smooth, and that's be right.
North Carolina, what is it about that whole Tar Heel fraternity, from Larry Brown and Michael Jordan?
It's almost like one guy on every team, just about. The guys we have there right now, and the guys come to the NBA. We just want to, we want to keep it going. 13 #1 seeds, most by any team in college basketball. We just want to, we got to keep the tradition going. But we got to cut the nets down this year. In the national game.
Who's going to be louder between Randolph and Wright? That's what I want to know. I mean,
Randolph will be louder.
Oh, really?
So he'll be the quietest one, and he'll be the loudest one, no question about it.
You have the volume that this is like the baby face, choir boy poker face?
Don't be fooled by number 4 right there.
Don't be fooled by that appearance.
No, that's it. But LSU now, how about this? You want to dump it on them? 5 tournaments in the last 16 years. It's not like they've been a real power or anything like that. This is a fluke for them to get in, right?
Oh, it's a fluke now, huh?
It just happens every so often.
We'll just wait and see.
They're doing better.
Y'all won't even get past the first round.
Who?
Y'all, Michigan. Come on, man.
You're lucky we just had that gambling. I would say a little friendly wager.
How many games you played in college?
Did Ronnie just
All right, guys. All right, so I will be listening for the volume level. We'll see if this volume increases in North Carolina, and if LSU actually wins a game, we may hear about it.
Actually wins a game?
Well,
Notre Dame.
they're playing
Where's
Butler.
Notre Dame at?
Oh, we can't see them.
There's no more of these,
Notre
SEC
Dame?
schedule fillers.
I don't see Notre Dame on the sheet.
That's the end of the segment right now. When they start ragging on the host, it's over. But March Madness, a little bit of fun in the NBA schedule. Pick out your brackets. We'll compare them to these guys. And thanks for tuning in on Warriors Weekly.